What is happening, my YT gang? Y'all already know what time it is. We are back with another one. And today, man, I got to talk about this, man. My little brother, he hit me up. I was at work. He talking about, hey, look, man, Tyreek down there in MIA tweaking. So, you know, I had to sit down, see what was going on. Got a clip of the interview that he did, man. So I'm finna go ahead and run that for y'all real quick before I go ahead and start talking about how I feel about this situation. Let's run that clip.
I would say for me, man, as a captain, you know, it was a tough season, man. It sucks, man, missing QB1, man. It really hurts a lot, man. You know, not having him, but, you know, Snoop did a great job of, you know, filling in whenever he learned the offense, you know, getting us going. But, you know, whenever you're missing, you know, your franchise player, man, it kind of sucks, so.
As a captain, what is the message you have to these guys in the offseason and you won't feel this at the end of the season?
I don't even know, bro. You know, this is my first time I haven't been in the playoffs, man. So, I mean, for me, like I said, man, I just got to do what's best for me and my family, dog. If that's here or that's wherever the case may be, man, I'm finna open that door for myself, dog. As I'm opening the door, like I'm out, bro. You know, so it was great playing here, but, you know, at the end of the day, bro, I got to do what's best for, you know, for my career and, you know, what's best. Because I'm too much of a competitor to be, you know, just out there.
Did this man just say what I think he just said? Now, I could be wrong, okay? And please correct me if I'm wrong. But this is the same dude, right? This is the same Tyreek Hill that had a grand opportunity to continue to be great for the Kansas City Chiefs. Same one, right? Same one that left because he couldn't get $8 million more out of them. Same one who decided to take that $30 million, however much it was, to go take his talents to Miami and then start to talk trash about Kansas City. Start comparing one of the greatest quarterbacks that will probably ever play the game of football, comparing him to Tua Tagovailoa or whatever his last name is. They're the same Tyreek Hill, right? The crazy thing about this whole situation is that this is where he wanted to be. He made the decision to go to Miami. He could have stayed in Kansas City. This is the same guy, okay, who the year before he left Kansas City told Kansas City once his contract is locked in, it's locked in. There's no negotiating. He gonna get what he earned. The same exact guy. And then a year later decide to go in and try to renegotiate his contract. And when they tried to renegotiate it with him and give him some type of money, at least try to work with him in certain situations, he decided to turn his back on them and leave them because they couldn't offer him $8 million more than what Miami did. So if you gonna decide to take that money, shut up. But when you took that money and you went down there to Miami and you started to talk bad about a Kansas City Chiefs team, the same Kansas City team that took you in when you had a bad rep in college. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go look it up. This is the same Kansas City team when you had an incident in the NFL, they backed you. Even when everybody turned their back against you, they were through with you, had nothing else to say about you, didn't like you at all. You lost your fan base. They still stood by your side. This is the same exact Kansas City Chiefs team, bro. And then you had the audacity to say that Tua can throw just as good as Patrick Mahomes. You decided to compare an injury-prone quarterback to probably the only quarterback in the history of football who may get an opportunity to surpass everything that Tom Brady has done. And then you talk all this trash about what y'all gonna do, how y'all gonna do this, how y'all gonna do that. And you know good and well, bro, you would never gonna see a Lombardi trophy down there in Miami. You knew it, I knew it, everybody knew it. But now that you ain't in the playoffs for the first time in your career, now that your numbers ain't looking the same, you went from getting like 1,500 to 1,700 yards a season to getting 900. You ain't even hit the thou-wow. Now it's a problem. Now Miami ain't it for you, right? Now all of a sudden we can't talk about how good Tua is. And you ain't got nobody to blame but yourself because you could have still been in Kansas City right now getting ready to get you another ring. Hey, look, man, I'm just going to say it straight like this. That was a sucker move, bro. It's funny to see how people switch up when everything fall downhill for them. To take your talents down to Miami because of the fact that you was able to get more money, I'm all for that. I'm all for it. Get your bag. We all know that when it comes to the game of football, it's not longevity unless you play in a position like quarterback. So I get it. I'm all for the fact that you went down there to get a bigger bag for the sake of your family. But when you start trying to put your family into a situation that they have absolutely nothing to do with, when this decision is yours, knowing the fact that your family has absolutely nothing to do with the way you sat out in that fourth quarter and gave up on your team like that, for your head coach to have to receive word from somebody in the middle of the game, towards the end of the game, that you were no longer available to play, and there was no injuries. He told him in the press conference he had no injury report on you. So clearly you was good to go. But all of a sudden somebody told him that you weren't available to play anymore. I ain't gonna lie to you, my boy, you looking like another AB right now. You looking like a whole nother Antonio Brown.